It's one thing to deal with our own health concerns and try and optimize, but it's a whole other layer when we're trying to help our children. Different level of pain, different level of concern. There's one case that we dealt with quite recently where there was a family that was concerned that over the period of about 2 years, their child completely changed. They said that they started developing migraines, they had brain fog, they weren't motivated, they had joint pains, and at the clinical level, there was a belief that there may be some form of autoimmune disease. So the question to us was, what can we do about autoimmune disease? And we said, before we go there, we have an inkling that there may be more going on here than just a clinical diagnosis of autoimmune disease. And so we dove deep into the genetics, and what we found was exactly what we suspected, that genetically, the detox capacity was very low in this child, but on top of that, the methylation or the response, the protective anti-inflammatory response, was also not there. So we asked the simple question. Think about your home. Think about what this child is surrounded by. What did you change 2 years ago? Was there mold, perhaps a leak in the basement, perhaps some adoption of chemicals through pesticides or pest control? And they said none of the above. But the father then said, wait a second, 2 years ago was when we changed the mattress. And we said, aha, this is it. Mattresses are coated in a fire retardant that are highly toxic in nature. Now imagine, your child is lying on this thing and breathing in the off-gassing for 7, 8, 9 hours at a time. This is the day their child changed. The day that they got them to sleep on a toxic material for 8 hours at a time every given day. And it didn't take long before that child started to have migraines, brain fog, joint pain, general malaise in the brain, and inability to cope with much that was thrown at them. Genetically, we had determined what their child was capable of. Let's get rid of that thing that they weren't capable of coping with, the chemicals in their mattress. And so we got them to swap their mattress out for an organic mattress. Organic meaning that it was made of natural materials with no chemicals added. And within weeks, all the symptoms were gone. Now imagine the challenge of having to clinically deal with this and not knowing the root cause and only ever masking the symptoms. That is autoimmune disease, which would have gone on for year after year after year. Instead, this child is happy and healthy and also has their instruction manual decoded for future use to understand where they are weak and where they need to work harder.